Hi guys, Tyler from T.N.T Garage and Performance. Shit, I let an Easter egg fly. Don't worry about that for now. Anyway, I'm here to talk to you about a small block Chevy versus an LS swap. And oh god, I can already hear you guys stare. Just the steam building like a teapot or the Titanic about to sink. All that steam coming up the surface. The LS is God's engine. It came in the 97 Corvette. It was all aluminum, had the best heads. It came in a first generation Camaro. And it came in every truck. And it was $300. Best engine ever. Yeah, they're cheap. Because there's a million of them. I'll agree with that. I'm not here to decry the glory that is the LS. However, I am here to tell you that an LS isn't your only option. And why swapping an LS in your older vehicle might be a more costly decision. I.e., don't let your friends talk you into shit. Number one, if you've got a vehicle that already came with a small block Chevy, you're ahead of the curve. If you have a vehicle that never came with a small block Chevy, an LS would make sense. And here's why. This L31 Vortec 350 with decent iron heads, yada, 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 made 245 horse through its fuel injection in 1998 and made 330 foot-pounds of torque. I paid $500 for a junk one because you get ripped off. So I paid $500 for a shit long block. Now, all you LS guys, I already hear you. I can get an 8 million mile 5.3 for $300. I could put 28 billion pounds of boost to it and it'll last forever because of blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Okay. So you got your $300 5.3 with a great bottom end. The heads aren't that impressive. So your 5.3 bottom end, I've got $200 more in my bottom end. I slapped a set of AFR 195 Enforcers on my small block. Now, you might look at the numbers and go, this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. CC is not everything. Because an LS3 head has a larger CC port. However, this head at 600 lift overtakes the LS3 on flow. Anyway, so let's just say you take your stock 5.3 and I'm going to build my 350. So you're at $300. These heads were $1,200. I'm now at $1,700 versus your $300. And a lot of you guys going, this guy's an idiot. He's going to lose. Why walk up to the black? This is why I walk up to the blackjack table. You have to put that in something that never belonged in. So, for the sake of argument, let's say you're going to carburet that 5.3. Well, your $300 5.3 suddenly turns into $600 extra for an MSD box to run your coils, $400 for an intake. So you're at $1,300. I'm still at $1,700. Then you got to buy a carburetor. And I'm pretty sure there's no one on this planet that's crazier than I am that would put a quadrijet on an LS. So you're going to spend $400 on a carburetor. So we're what? You got $1,000 into the coil, and running your ignition intake, $300. You're at $1,700. Look at that. You're right next to me now. Now, with these heads, I could put a $200 intake on it. I didn't because I'm stupid, but let's carry on. So with an intake on mine, with a quadjet and rebuild, $50 for a carb and a rebuild, $200 intake, I'm at $19.50. Okay, yeah, I hear you guys going, well, fuck, the LS it's still better because I mean you're gonna still make more power. You gotta mount that engine in. So you gotta get mount kits. I'm willing to bet you're gonna spend $300 to $400 for that mount kit. Now you're, $1,800 LS is now $2,200. And you're still at 285 horsepower, by the way. If we talk about 5.3 specs. Now, with this 350, though it's rated at 245 with these heads on it, you're pushing already over 300 with a stock cam. So, the 5.3 is losing. Let's put a cam in each motor. $400 per each motor per cam. Pretty easy. Pretty even. Now, the max cam I can put in this is a 600 lift with all the duration I want. I could do anything. I could conceivably make this a 450-ish horsepower engine with the right cam because it doesn't matter the lift, they all cost the same. So, what are we at now? With a $400... Yeah, $19.50, $400 cam. We're at $23.50. $23.50 for at least a $450 horsepower engine. You got to cam that 5.3. You're going to have to change valve springs. You're going to have to do all that stuff. It sounds like... And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I mean, you could stick a massive cam in an LS. But the stock heads aren't going to back it. Granted, LS heads are great. You could put a lot of flow through them. But it's something called volumetric efficiency that you want to watch. It's not the port size. It's not this. It's not that. It's volumetric efficiency that you want to look for. So my little everyday small block SB1 Chevy will destroy a 5.3 swap, part for part, price for price, any day of the week. Granted, if a guy wants to get crazy and put like a 650 lift cam in his 5.3, I still don't care because the heads don't flow that great. So I want to put other options out to you guys because everyone wants an LS swap. LS swap this. LS swap that. LS swap the world. You're going to be money ahead if you had a small block vehicle by just building a small block. The parts are cheap. They're great. They're reliable. And, if I blow up my 5.3, I could just put another junkyard bottom end in it. Well, then you have another junkyard bottom end. Brand new. New bearings. New everything. I'm under $3,000 on this engine. Brand new. ARP bolts. ARP rod studs. Everything. Brand new. Bottom to top. Heads. Yada, yada, yada. And this will be with a small cam of 400 horsepower engine. Rebuild a 5.3. Do all the stuff to make it make 400 horse and then swap in the vehicle with a control system to run your coils to carburate it, yada, yada, yada. And tell me who's getting the better deal. Hashtag anti-LS coalition.